and we've made a lot of progress. You're really going to have something.
So first, if you see videos of these robots bartending and laughing and making all these jokes, they're human controlled. There's a human voice responding to the people there, and they're actually articulated and moved by humans. Just like the clothes folding robot was. Remember that? They did the clothes folding, and then it found out somebody else was actually just mirroring the motion, and then Musk had to come out and say, yeah, actually, it's not autonomous. Okay, so I dared to say that, and a Verge editor said I was making that up. So the Verge just posts this. They just post this and say this is the way it is. And this is the trick that Elon Musk and Donald Trump have learned. Just say whatever lies you want, and the need and the want to post those information quickly will just have people just post it. And then I'll have to deal with the fallout of that when it finds out later, like, oh, it was faked, it was wrong, this is actually misinformation. Oh, no, don't worry about that. We'll correct that later after it's already gotten the publicity. So if I would now say, hey, these robots are actually, at some part, are they moving on their own? Maybe. But the whole thing that really gets people excited is all the bartending and laughing and joking and being so witty is all human controlled. And if I try to say that, someone's going to point to the Verge article and be like, well, the Verge didn't say that. They love these. They think Elon Musk's a visionary. We should all use Twitter, right? And this is, as a society, we've got to stop doing this. We have to start calling this out. So the mistake here, if you're a Verge editor and you're still listening, here's the mistake you made. So when we were doing the Vive at CES and we won like Tech of the Show or whatever, at first when we were showing it, a bunch of the reporters, so I did a bunch of press on and off camera, and a bunch of press wanted to know, or on and off records, excuse me. I'm not going to correct this, I'm going to keep going. I'm babbling. On and off record. And a lot of the press were trying to compare the stats, like they're trying to compare the resolution or something else. I'm like, that's not what this is about. This is about the expression of the technology. This is about that you can move your head and it's reflected back to you, that you can move your hands and it's reflected back to you. That's the thing that the other system can't do. I wouldn't even name the other system, right? I wouldn't even say it that way, but just like, this is what this can do. And that's the difference. It's not the resolution. So it's not the technology, it's the expression of the technology. But here in the case of Musk, he has lied so many times about the underlying technology that you have to skip caring about the expression of the technology. Are dancing robots cool? Yeah, whatever. You can decide on your own for that one. But you can't take that at face value because that's been shown again and again to be overhyped or faked. So what you have to ask is not the expression of the technology, but what's the underlying technology, and you have to flip how you cover it. And they don't do that. They can still just cover the expression of it. Yeah, I'm getting pissed because they're professionals. Come on, Verge. You're professionals. You don't cover the expression of the technology when someone's lying about the underlying technology, and you let do his voiceover and how it's going to cost $20,000, and he's making the price off the top of his head during this. They didn't practice this. They don't know. And it's then fake. The big part, which I'm not going to show because I don't want to keep promoting the fakeness, is the bartender robot, and it's just a dude controlling it. And the Verge gets mad at me. Their editors get mad at me. Not that they didn't cover this the right way, that they don't even know how to fundamentally cover the technology that they're being shown. They get mad at me. And this is it, man. Again, this is just Trump and Musk just ride this all the way. And this is why Musk is a visionary who hasn't delivered anything new or interesting in a really long time. Yeah, he did some rocket stuff. You think he did it? No, he didn't. Right? But no, he'll be a visionary because the Verge will just keep pushing him as a visionary and ignore the underlying technology as all smoke and mirrors. And hey, when Donald Trump is president, we can all be forced to be, I guess, be on Truth Social, be Twitter, and we'll all just be happy.